I'm back with another bonus episode. This is my business and I make the rules. And I wanted to share another Storytime series episode with you today. I'm in a reflective mode, taking a walk down memory lane, and I have to tell you about today's story. You're listening to Your Win-Win Teacher Business, a podcast for teacher authors who want to make a big impact in the world for teachers and students and have fun doing it. I'm your host, Janice Cook, here with a pep talk to start your week off strong. Some seasons of running a business feel hard and sticky, but it shouldn't feel like that all the time. Let's make your business a win-win together. Welcome back to Your Win-Win Teacher Business. In this bonus episode, I'm taking a walk down memory lane and reflecting on the journey of another business owner I've had the honor to work with. In my back-end system, this client's name is B.B.F. So as a reminder, in this series, we don't go on a big investigation to try to guess who the client is. We just keep their business details confidential and learn lessons from their brave story. This client felt ready to take a step in a new direction for her business. And while it was scary, she found someone inside her network, that's me, that she trusted, and let them help her close the gap in an area she was curious about so that she could find clarity towards the right next step. I wanted to share her story today because I think it's an important reminder that we have some great resources already inside our network of friends, and connection can be a powerful tool that we forget to leverage. When I met client B.B.F., we were both teaching online while also growing a business on YouTube. We took a course together, and while we were using our YouTube channels to drive traffic to completely different types of businesses, we had some common mentors and goals in the mix. We both had online teaching as an income stream, and we had both monetized our YouTube channels. But she saw that I was using my channel at the time to drive traffic to digital products, specifically printable resources in my Teachers Pay Teacher store. While she didn't want to start a TPT store, she did have some digital products on her heart that she felt might be a good fit for Etsy. Did she need a course? Was this a good next step? Was it the right next step? She wasn't feeling clear, but she knew that I likely had some knowledge about what she was trying to accomplish, and that I could help her find clarity and fill in some of the gaps that she was curious about. So she bravely asked for a coaching call. Had she ever done a coaching call with anyone else before? Nope. Did she know for sure that coaching was something she would enjoy and find helpful? Also no. But she and I had a connection point in common, and that made this step feel like it was worth a try. So she bravely asked for help. I sent her the details and we got her on my strategy call calendar officially. I dove into all of the parts of her brand before the call to arrive fully prepared, and then I listened to ideas and thoughts and concerns that had been weighing her down. I gathered resources that could help her understand the basics of copyright, deliverables, terms of use, etc. We talked about her customer's journey from their first test drive of her free content and how we could gradually support them in deeper ways at a variety of price points. And before we got off that call, I checked to make sure our plan felt like a win-win. Were these new resources a match for what problems her community was asking her to solve? Were these new resources something that she was excited to make? Did the pricing feel like a mutually beneficial energy exchange? Did she like the idea of spending time managing a digital store? Or now that she learned more about this path, did she feel repelled from it and clear that this was not the next step that felt right in her heart? Well, lucky for you, I know the next chapter in her story. She decided to dive into the world of Etsy and was able to achieve consistent weekly sales. Because we weren't throwing spaghetti at the wall here. We were building an intentional offer suite with a connected spiderweb of marketing assets that made sense. She built excitement by trying her first Facebook challenge and eventually found that she enjoyed the coaching process so much that she pursued a training program that helped her open up a coaching business of her very own. This client was apprehensive about her first coaching call, but reaching out to someone she already had a connection point with helped make that next step feel like a safe level of risk. I'm willing to bet you have people in your community that you share connection points with right now. Nurture those relationships and connections. Get a coffee date on the calendar, run errands together, co-work, body double. Find a way to get the conversation flowing about what you're both working on. Running a business sometimes feels lonely, but it doesn't have to be that way. When we open our eyes to those around us like this client did, we might find our next light bulb moment right around the corner. This client keeps in touch on my email list and reaches out for a pop-up strategy call here and there anytime she finds she's at a fork in the road and unsure which way to move next. And since I already know her business, we catch up to speed quickly, map out a win-win game plan, and then she can move on into her next chapter with confidence. I absolutely treasure the opportunity to hear from past clients and follow their journeys over time. Remember that you can dive into the contact form on my website anytime to ask for help. cookfamilyresources.com/work-with-me. Maybe I can help you get unstuck. And if I'm not the right person to help, I might just know someone who can. I love to play matchmaker, so I hope you'll know that my contact form is always a safe space to reach out when something feels sticky inside your business. Just know it's totally normal not to know what you need next, but I hope today's story time helps you feel brave to ask for help and gets those connections inside your network rolling again. We can get a lot accomplished together in one strategy call. And if that's something that feels supportive in your next step, I can't wait to see your name on my calendar. Thanks for making this podcast a part of your day. I'd love to help you find clarity with your next step in business. Go to cookfamilyresources.com/hiring-guide. I'll also leave that link in the show notes for you. This guide is packed with good news for those days when you feel like you can't possibly do it all. It might be time for you to invest in paid support, but the truth is there are a lot of free steps to explore first. After you dive into that guide, I'll be in your inbox every Monday morning with more actionable tips to help you enjoy running your business again. See you in the next episode.